You know, with a fighter like Devin, he has an arsenal. I like to say a warehouse full of tools. You know what I mean? And we brought out the package that stops them from doing anything. You know, we shut them down. As the perfect dance partner, the perfect opponent, the perfect adversary for anybody, your favorite fighter or your favorite fighter's favorite fighter. We're ready. It's Devin Haney versus everybody.
Hey, where the hell Debo at? All that shit. Where Devin? Where Debo at? So-called Debo. Where Devin at? Where Debo? You ain't see him? Hot man. Debo! Hey, Debo! Where the hell you at, man? Do it. Hey, where's Debo? We looking for you. We on the block. Debo got hit with a brick. Y'all already know how. Yeah. Debo, where you at? He scared this brick.
But I am going to tell you, he is the baddest guy in boxing, period. He's pound for pound #1 to me.
Bill Haney did not hold back after Keyshawn Davis publicly called out Devin Haney. Bill questioned Davis's readiness and accused him of chasing attention rather than earning his spot through results. His response quickly became a major talking point in the boxing world.
The same thing that we talked about we were going to do in the DMs before you picked Jermaine. You promise?
Remember, you promised. You're the promoter.
Well, I got you. Listen, in the DMs, I got your word on it. All right, just stand on it. Say, look, handle that business, okay?
Tensions escalated further after Bill Haney made controversial remarks during a recent exchange. He appeared to mock certain fighters, suggesting fans should think twice before putting their money on them. Comments that only fueled the rivalry.
Is it me? Or is it every Hispanic or Latin fighter that Debo pulls up on starts to become a comedian? I mean, we started with Subriel Matias. I mean, he was on Jokey Joke, comedian time. Teofimo Lopez, comedian. Rolly Romero, comedian. Ryan Garcia, comedian. And not Xander Zayas, Jokey Joke. I'm asking the Latino community that represents so much in this boxing, when did everything get so jokey joke? And how long you gonna stand for that? They say everything except let's fight.
The remarks went viral almost instantly. Many fans criticized him as unnecessary trash talk that crossed the line. Keyshawn Davis responded quickly, positioning himself as a fighter ready to back up his words in the ring and challenge Devin Haney directly.
So-called Debo. You know what happened to Debo at the end of the movie? He got hit with a brick. Debo might get hit with a brick. Talk some Latins. Latins and Spanish people. Nah, don't pick on them. Pick on me. Keep picking on Craig, and you're gonna figure out what's gonna happen. Go get hit with a brick. And I ain't playing. You know I ain't playing. Hit with a brick. Hit. Belt. So organic, so genuine. Pick on me. I want you to pick on me. Tell Debo come this way. What you talking about? You know what Craig did to him.
Keyshawn Davis revealed that talks are already underway and believes a fight with Devin Haney is on track for 2026, setting up a matchup many fans have been eager to see.
Gonna say, Devin said, let's do it. You know, I know he's dealing with some legal issues. I don't know what happened. He said he had to turn himself in, but I believe he tweeted like, Keyshawn, let's do it.
He said that?
Yeah, but he tweeted like something like that. Yeah.
Well, you know, Bill was in my DMs. We already was talking about it, honestly, before he even hit the media. So I know it's going to happen.
And you're good going straight to Devin in your first fight at 47?
If it make money, it makes.
According to Davis, the tension between him and Devin Haney goes back years. He claims Haney never showed him respect from their early days and always underestimated him. never viewing him as a serious threat.
Yeah, I never f with Cuz.
Why?
Cause Cuz never f with me.
On what tip?
Bro, it was like times where like, me, I was always around Shakur as an amateur and shit. So Shakur introduced me to Floyd, Devin Haney, all that type of shit. So there's a hell of times around Devin Haney and we 24 fitness playing basketball, regular shit before niggas became celebrities type shit, or just who we are today. And niggas just never even looked me in my eyes. Never showed me respect. Like Shakur always like, yo, this nigga Keyshawn, this, that, third. He be like, for real? That's still a kid. And like, he just never gave me my respect.
He sunned you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, big ass nigga, you know goddamn well, nigga, now I'm here, nigga. And everything Shakur been saying, nigga, I lived up to it and then some. What you talking about? And he still, like, his father it's crazy because beginning of my professional career, his father used to be like, oh, the businessman, what's up with you? Like that.
Kenny Ellis, trainer of Keyshawn Davis, shared a perspective on the potential matchup while praising Keyshawn Davis's talent. Ellis believes it is still too early for him to face Devin Haney. He stressed that the issue is not skill but experience. Haney has far more championship-level rounds and professional fights. Ellis predicts Haney would win by decision, outboxing Davis with superior ring IQ, control, and consistency. He added that he does not currently see Davis knocking Haney out.
Devin Haney at 33.
Yeah, I think he should get a couple more rounds in before he go at Devin Haney. But if he feel like he can take him, let him get at him. Yeah, let him get at him.
Are you looking at it more like that 12-round experience type deal?
Yeah.
Getting the rounds in?
Get some rounds in, Get some rounds in.
When you listen to and then, there's back and forth going with them too. Devin saying that, he would like to fight, the little brother before the big brother. What's your thoughts on that? I think there was a tweet saying that Shakur, I don't want to step on Devin Haney's toes. I'm going to let Keyshawn get Devin Haney. A lot of people had lots to say about it. They're saying that, listen, they're breaking down the rankings with two to three different people, friends type of deal, taking each other's work. Keyshawn wanted Tio. Now, Shakur got Tio. But now, because I took that work, I want you to go get Devin Haney. He's saying Devin Haney might be a little bit too big for him. What's your thoughts on Keyshawn's call out and all this talk?
Let him give him what he wants. Let him go at Devin Haney.
Keyshawn Davis openly criticized Devin Haney's punching power, claiming Haney lacks the kind of strength that makes opponents hesitant. Davis argued that even after moving up from 135 pounds, Haney has not shown fight-changing power and instead relies on movement, technique, and scoring rounds.
He's superstar.
You're asking that question. I felt like that's what it was. But go ahead.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, I'm ready to fight anybody. So I'm going for the stars. And I know Devin Haney is the same fighter from when he was at 35. He's the same fighter when he was at 40. Now he's at 40. So he ain't nothing changed. But his weight, you know what I'm saying? I will knock Devin Haney out, guaranteed. I just feel like, shouts out to Devin, though. You do your thing. Like, I have no problem against you, bro. But we talking business right now. I will knock Devin out for sure. For sure.
You don't think he's hitting a little harder at 47 than he was at 35 and 40, growing into that weight? That's a no. It looked like it. To us, Keyshawn.
To me.
Davis said he would feel no pressure from Haney's offense, insisting there is no real knockout threat. He believes he could walk Haney down, control the pace, and eventually stop him. According to Davis, Haney has yet to prove he can hurt naturally bigger fighters, while his own aggression and physical strength will be the difference.
A bright enough star that he'd be willing to take, because, as a businessman, risk reward. You think you bring enough to the table that he'd want to take the fight? He would take the fight?
Hopefully, bro. I hope he would take the fight. In terms of answering your question, a bright enough star, he's already entertaining me on Twitter and social media and stuff like that. So I guess he sees some money potential in this fight right here. But what I would like to do is I would like to become champion, because that just speaks for itself. Once I come to the champion with the table, you can't play with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know me. People know me. I can go to the UK and sell. Like, I can go anywhere and sell. My first main event, I sold 10,000 tickets. I sell, period. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's entertaining me, because I am a star. But when I come with that world title, whether I beat Dalton Smith, or I go move up a weight and beat Lewis Crocker. Once I come with them world titles, it's just a different story.
Yeah, I love the fight.
And I also feel like, let the fight build too.
Fans continue to ask when Devin Haney will send Keyshawn Davis an official offer. As of now, no contract has been announced. Haney has acknowledged Davis as a possible opponent, but timing appears to depend on rankings, upcoming fights, and business decisions. For now, the fight remains in the discussion stage rather than finalized.
Keyshawn Davis keeps savagely calling out Devin the Dream Haney, and I gotta simply ask, bro, what offer at? What offer at? Devin Haney fans love that A-side, B-side. Well, A-side got to send the offer. Hey, bro, but Devin got a rematch clause with Cambosos. It don't matter. Send the offer and prove that he really got a rematch clause. Say, bro, Devin Haney already announced his fight with Regis Prograis. It don't matter, bro. Send the offer and prove that he really fighting Regis. Well, Devin Haney fans, Devin should be sending Keyshawn Davis an offer, right? All right? Let me know what y'all think. Smash like, sub up. I'll see y'all soon.
Keyshawn Davis has become increasingly outspoken, even suggesting that Haney is softer than fans believe. Davis claims Haney lacks real power at higher weights and has not proven he can physically dominate larger opponents. Comments that directly question Haney's toughness.
The guy with steroids, and it changed his whole career. It changed how he talked. It changed everything. So us seeing Devin Haney doing all of this with a person that had 0.1 estrogen, and we all seen that Ryan Garcia was still in there getting tired. It's like, bro, I'm sorry, there's no other word to put this. You're a bitch. Excuse my language. That's how I feel. You're soft. You do not take your L's. You a person that been given everything all your life, a daddy's boy, making sure you've been straight all your life, and now you took your first loss. I feel like you don't really not take it. Granted, I wasn't in there fighting Ryan Garcia, but you ask me how I feel. You just took it always as suing and all that extra. I feel like, bro, you soft.
Keyshawn Davis's dominant win over Jermaine Ortiz added serious momentum to his call-out. In his junior welterweight debut at Madison Square Garden, Davis controlled the fight and stopped Ortiz with a 12th-round TKO, the first stoppage loss of Ortiz's career. The performance showcased patience, pressure, stamina, and power, strengthening Davis's reputation as a rising force beyond lightweight.
Keyshawn Davis goes out and dominates Ortiz, beats him pillar to post, and knocks him out in the 12th round. 11th round body shot put him down. 12th round body shot took him out. I was really impressed with Keyshawn that night. How about you?
Yeah, no, I was impressed because Ortiz was a handful. And I think that's the best I've seen Ortiz fight. We know that he's a championship spoiler, right? If you're not careful with guys like Ortiz, they can win quiet rounds, and next thing you know, you're in trouble in the later part of the rounds. This fight could have turned out that way, but Keyshawn never allowed Ortiz to play the spoiler, and he closed the show. If Keyshawn wouldn't have got that knockout in the end, then I probably would have picked apart that performance a little bit and been like, you know what, man, Keyshawn wasn't at his absolute best. He could have done this. He put it in another gear. It was a big moment, a big stage, but he closed the show, and he never let the spoiler play his.
At 147 pounds, analysts believe the stakes are even higher. In today's boxing landscape, belts matter less than star power and fan interest. Davis brings Olympic pedigree and relentless pressure, while Haney offers technical brilliance and championship experience. The stylistic clash alone makes this a must-watch fight, with many expecting it to be one of boxing's defining moments in 2026.
Of course, the performances that Keyshawn Davis has is really more entertaining than the performance that Shakur Stevenson had. We were talking about Shakur Stevenson in tank in the 135-pound division, but as Keyshawn kept emerging, he was already a conversation of Shakur, Keyshawn, and Davis, Keyshawn. Of course, we got Andy Cruz. They're going to be facing Murataya on the 24th, but look like that fight is not gonna happen. The primary fight for Keyshawn Davis now, in my opinion, is Devin the Dream Haney at 147 because that's his plan. The primary fight for a Devin Haney, in all actuality, should be now a Keyshawn Davis. If Keyshawn Davis is willing to fight you and they call in and Devin Haney and Bill Haney, shout out to Bill Haney, he's done a wonderful job as a manager, is saying that they Debo, well, Keyshawn Davis is Craig and Keyshawn Davis is running towards Debo.
Bruce Carrington weighed in on Davis's 12th round stoppage of Jermaine Ortiz and the subsequent call-out of Devin Haney. Carrington called it a great potential matchup, noting that while Haney holds the experience edge, Davis brings strength, versatility, and finishing ability. He praised Davis for stopping fighters who had never been stopped before and for remaining fresh and composed late in the fight.
So Keyshawn Davis, you know, he stops Jermaine Ortiz in the 12th with a body shot, but then calls out Devin Haney. You know, what's your thoughts on that? I was just listening to the Twitch. Actually, you posted up a Twitch of what is it, Aiden Ross?
Aiden Ross, yeah.
He was talking about you. He was like, yo, who's that dude from New York? He was nice with it. Jaco was like, yo, shoot.
Yeah, that was cool. You know, big shout out to Aiden Ross. Hopefully we could.
But in that same live, he said, you know, that the Keyshawn Davis and Haney, it seems like it's going to be put together. I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
That's a really good fight. I do feel like Keyshawn has a great chance at, you know, doing well in that fight. I think that Devin has the experience on his side, but Keyshawn has a lot of tricks up his sleeve, and he's looking strong. He's looking really strong his last few fights. And he made a point, I think, in his post-fight interview. Like, a lot of people not giving him credit for his last few wins. Like, he's been stopping guys that's never been stopped.
Carrington also addressed the size factor, acknowledging that Devin Haney is naturally bigger, but pointing out that Davis is no small fighter, especially as he continues to move up in weight. He described the matchup as a true 50-50 fight.
Like, Jermaine Ortiz is a legit fighter. Legit. And he's never been stopped, and Keyshawn did that. You know what I mean? And looked fresh in the 12th round, too. Like, you know, like, he had total control of that whole fight against a guy that's given Teofimo trouble, Lomachenko trouble. That just shows you the type of level that Keyshawn is on. So I don't think that him fighting Devin is a reach whatsoever. Like, that's gonna be a solid fight.
Who you have winning that fight?
I genuinely don't know. I do think that Devin is a naturally bigger guy, but Keyshawn's not that small. I ain't gonna front. Like, Keyshawn, even though he's going up in weight, he's not that small. I think that's a tough fight. I ain't gonna lie.
Carrington believes Davis may have a deeper and more underrated skill set, making the fight highly competitive and unpredictable. He expressed respect for both fighters and emphasized that Davis has the tools to make the matchup explosive.
People might, you know, go to Devin and go his route because, you know, they're more familiar with Devin. You know, he's as big as he is as a fighter, but that's a 50-50 fight in terms of experience and who got the deeper bag. I think naturally Keyshawn had the deeper bag.
Carrington concluded by saying that many fans may lean toward Haney due to familiarity and experience, but stylistically, it remains a 50-50 fight. He believes Keyshawn Davis may actually have the deeper bag of skills. The question now is simple. Does Keyshawn Davis have what it takes to beat Devin Haney when they finally meet? Let us know in the comments.